I suggest you start with just searching for the place you want to travel. This guide, Fodor's, is one that's a typical travel guide. You can see it advertised on Amazon, but they have a website. So the name of the place you would like to go and Fodor's, Fodor, will get you some good information. Um, so um, I suggest you pick three aspects of travel, like where you would like to stay, a hotel, something you would like to do while you're at this place. And I'm a foodie, so I will also explore places to eat. So some of the suggestions are already here. So this is a great source for you to use for your research. Now, as you're doing your research, I recommend you go ahead and do your works cited. I would open a separate Word document, just keep those there until you're ready to cite your sources. The MLA Style Center is a great place to have this access to all these citation guides. You can hit Cite by Format up here. For this, we're using online works. So an article on a website is probably going to be what you are citing the most. Also, though, images, so looking here for how to cite images will be useful as well. So keep up with that as you are working on your essay. So to get started with your PowerPoint, once you have your three things that you want to do, you're going to quote directly from three of the things that you find. And so to get started on your essay, you can just hit, and this is weird, it looks like you can just hit PowerPoint or Create, but you have to hit OneDrive, at least in my case. So this is free, so don't purchase PowerPoint, don't purchase Microsoft Word. You have all this in your Office 365. When you get to the home page, you'll see Office 365. It is free to you, so you don't have to spend the $100 they want you to spend. But again, to get to PowerPoint, click OneDrive, click Add New. Don't click PowerPoint, it seems like you would. Add New, then PowerPoint Presentation. You're going to title it whatever you want to title it. I'm writing about Venice, so you do yours how you want. I might put English 101 there so I can find it easily. Okay, so it's going to create PowerPoint for you. It's going to open up and give you a title page. So go ahead and make your title. I like to use alliteration for my title. For your subtitle, I would like you to use an MLA format heading. So that would be your name, and then my name, and then the class, and the date that your presentation is due or that you're doing your presentation. I would not like to do a survey right now. Your date in MLA format will be the day, the month, and the year. Okay, so whatever date you are writing on. Now, let me show you a cool thing. Designer. Designer will let you create images over here that go with your essay, which is kind of neat. I don't think it has enough information yet, so I'm going to go ahead and move to, oh look, it's already giving me Venice stuff. Yay! So if you wanted to just choose one, and don't worry if it moves stuff over. Isn't that lovely? Ah, okay. So continuing on, you can just hit Insert and New Slide. I tend to just stick with title and content. I can insert a picture if I want to, and I can show you how to do that. But your first slide is going to be an introductory paragraph, and then your next slides will be 3 body paragraphs. I probably could have selected a better new slide because I really don't need this title part. I just need this text stuff. I'm going to make it big. I'm going to add text. It's going to be the elements of an introduction. I see a faint bullet point. I don't want bullet points, so I'm just going to type my paragraph. So an introductory paragraph should start with some sort of general statement that pertains to your essay, often called a hook. If you can make it really exciting, that's always good. Then background and context that leads to the last sentence, which will be your thesis. So in your thesis, this time we're going to do a 3-part thesis, which is not something we will always do, but for this travel essay, you're going to list the 3 things that you're going to be talking about in each of your 3 body paragraphs, and they should be in the order that they will be described in the order of your body paragraphs. So here, PowerPoint's a little clunky. If I put my cursor in front of the first word and hit this little paragraph thing, I think it'll, maybe if I hit paragraph this way, then I can indent. If you are not able to indent easily, don't worry about it for this PowerPoint. We're going to do a more standard essay next time, so you'll have chances to work on formatting there. Now, I would go back to the designer and see what it might offer me. I don't want the very same slide, so it's not offering me anything great. So I would go here to Insert at the top left, Pictures, and then you can either, if you have some that you have on your mobile device, you should be able to get some from stock images or search the web. I'm not sure why it's not letting me now. Since it wasn't letting me find images, I'm just typing in Venice images free, and so I can find some free, and I can just click on one. You guys know how to do this, I'm sure. I'm going to copy image. I right-clicked to copy that image, and now I'm going to put it in my essay here. Insert pictures, and actually I think I can just right-click and paste. Can I? Allow. Now it's inserting the picture, and I'm going to use the designer to make it look normal. I'll pause while it's loading. All right, so it popped up and in my designer, and if you don't see the designer, you can just click on designer up at the top. And I didn't see designer at the top, so I clicked home, and then I can click designer here on the right. So a little clunky, but that's okay. We'll get it. And so you can just choose the one that looks best to you. I kind of like this one. Let's see how it goes. All right, I would like that to be a little bit bigger. If I were doing this as a presentation across the room, I'd certainly want it to be bigger. And 15 is not usually big enough. I'd say 24 is probably best, and it all fit with 24. It seemed to. No, it changed it to 20, but that's okay. You're going to do this the best you can, and just make it fit. You know, having it kind of line up is also good. To get my works cited for the image, I would go to style.mla.org. I would go to citing sources and citations by format and remind myself what it looks like when I cite an image. Here we go. So one viewed in person, one viewed online. So we've got one viewed online. Now I need to go to, I would have to visit the site where I got that image. And it's from iStock. So I would use, there's probably not an author name, but I do have a title. So Grand Canal in Venice. I will use that for the title. So if I don't have an author, then I just skip that and go to the thing I do have. So I can hit or put in italics the title of the photo. To keep up with my works cited, I'm going to actually go to OneDrive. I know I would like to just click Word, but I'm going to make a Word document. Again, I'm going to go to OneDrive, Add New, and Word Document. and I'm going to say works cited for travel essay. I'm going to make my works cited 12-point Times New Roman, and I'm going to create a hanging indent by going to paragraph. I'm going to click this, and under indentation special, I'm going to click hanging and OK. All right, so like I said, when I looked at, where is it? My how to do the works cited, here it is. I don't have an author, so I'm going to start with the title of the slide or the photo, Grand Canal in Venice, and I'm going to put it in italics. As you see, this is in italics, so follow italics. For works of art, you will put those titles in italics. To put it in italics, I just highlight it and hit the little slanty eye. Then I don't want to be in italics anymore, probably. I don't know, let's see. This is not something you will ever memorize. You will always look at a guide to help you do the works cited. So next is the date, oftentimes just the year. Let's see what they give us for a date. For a website, it's usually at the very bottom, but with this being a series of images, I don't know that we'll have a date. I don't like that we don't have a date, but I'm not totally surprised. Let's click on the image itself and see if they offer a date. Ah, here we go. Oh, we do have a credit. So we could put this as the author's name. And we have an upload date. Yay! So let's go take care of all that. I'm going to put the author here in the front. And I'm going to leave it all lowercase because that's how it was in the thing. Author's last name, well, it's not letting me do all lowercase. So if it does that, sometimes I have to force it. Don't put the author's name in italics. A person is not a title of a thing. So don't put their name in italics. And then, oh shoot, here it is. Our date, April 5th, 2022. We have all of that. So we're going to write that in MLA format. 5 April 2022. Not in italics. We'll put a comma after that. I'll double check if that should be a comma or not, but I believe it should. Let's look at citations MLA format after the date. Oh, it is a period. Fixing that now. Again, not something you'll memorize, even after as long as I've done it. So MoMA is the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and that is not what we have. We're going to have the website title. So if I look here, look at the title of the website is iStock. So I'm going to put that in italics in my works cited. iStock. And it's going to be in italics. Again, it capitalized it. I think a period goes after it. Did it? No, comma. See, comma, period, what comes next? So that one's a comma. This one goes in italics. It really wants that to be a capital letter, but I'm not going to let you. Okay. And space. What comes last? The URL. The URL is just the address bar. Let's go get it. Copy here. Yeah, stock photo ID might have been something useful to add too. If you wanted to add that, you could do that just before the URL. Basically the information you have. I'm going to add that because I have it. I'm just going to copy stock photo ID like that and add it because I think that's a good thing to have. The idea is you want to give as much credit as possible. Look, it made the font different. I'd like all my font to be the same. I would like it to be 12-point Times New Roman. In a normal essay, it will be. it may not be for this PowerPoint situation.